When you think you want happiness, you actually want inner peace. This idea that we're always striving for some form of happiness is actually what's causing us a lot of our unhappiness. I know this sounds kind of weird, but bear with me. There's a story from World War II. Two brothers, one was stationed in England, the other was stationed in France. And every day they would write letters back and forth to each other about how their life was. And then one day the brother who was in England wrote to the brother in France, "Oh man, I wish you were here. It's so boring in England. Everything's closed. There's nothing to do. The war is raging outside, but inside it's just so dull." And the brother in France writes back, "Oh man, I wish you were here. It's so exciting in France. The war is raging. The bombs are falling. It's just so wild. You have to be here." And the brother in England writes back, "Well, you're right. This place sucks. I wish I was there." And the brother in France writes back, "No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't like it here. You'd be miserable." They go back and forth like this for a while. And then finally, the brother in England says, "Hey look, why don't you come visit me in England for a few days? We can hang out, have a good time." And the brother in France says, "Hell yeah, I'm coming to see you." So the brother in France gets on a boat, he crosses the English Channel, and when he shows up at his brother's doorstep, he's like, "Dude, what have you been bitching about? This place is amazing. It's awesome. I don't want to go back to France." And the brother in England says, "See, I told you you wouldn't like it here." And the brother who just arrived from France says, No, you're wrong. You're the one who wouldn't like it in France." And that's when they both realized they had been writing letters not to each other, but to themselves. When you think you want happiness, you actually want inner peace. You actually want a certain sense of tranquility and stillness. But you think you're going to get that by chasing happiness, by trying to feel happy all the time. No, that's what's causing you a lot of your unhappiness, because as soon as you start chasing something, you start comparing yourself to others. How come they're happy and I'm not? What's wrong with me? And then you beat yourself up because you're not happy. The Stoics believed that the chief task in life was to seek out and find inner peace. Marcus Aurelius says, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And he doesn't mean that all your thoughts should be happy thoughts. He means that your thoughts should be peaceful thoughts. Look at the etymology of the word peace. Peace is the absence of war. The word quiet is the absence of noise. The word calm is the absence of agitation. When you remove the disturbance, the agitation, the striving, you get calm, you get peace, you get tranquility. That's what we're after. That's what we should be practicing. But instead, we're always looking outside of ourselves for some sign, some indication that we should be happy, that we're allowed to be happy, that we're worthy of being happy. Instead, it's already inside you. It's your ability to find that inner peace, that inner calm, that inner stillness, that inner strength. It's your ability to be at ease with yourself, to be at ease with the things that happen around you. That's what the Stoics were after, and that's what we should be after. We shouldn't be writing letters to ourselves saying, "Oh man, I wish I was somewhere else." And then when we get there, we say, "Oh man, I wish I was back where I started." No, you're the one who wouldn't like it in France. As the brother in England said to the brother in France, "You're not the one who wouldn't like it. You're the one who wouldn't like it in France. You wouldn't like it in a different place. You wouldn't like it if the war was raging outside your door. You wouldn't like it if you were alone in this world. You wouldn't like it if you were famous and everyone was clamoring for your attention. You wouldn't like it if you had all the money in the world. You wouldn't like it if none of those things were true. You're only unhappy because you're unhappy with who you are. You're only unhappy because you're unhappy with what you've done. You're only unhappy because you're unhappy with how things have gone. You need to stop writing letters to yourself from the future saying, "Oh man, I wish I was here." And you need to stop writing letters to yourself from the past saying, "Oh man, why didn't I listen to myself? Why didn't I follow my dreams? Why didn't I take the chance?" No, you were exactly where you needed to be. The past you needed was the past you got. The present you need is the present you got. The future you need is the future you're creating right now. Stop writing letters to yourself and start writing yourself a new story. Start writing yourself a new identity. Start writing yourself a new narrative that says, "I am at peace. I am strong. I am resilient. I am capable. I am worthy. I am enough." And then you won't be writing letters to yourself anymore, because you'll be too busy writing the next chapter of your actual story.